Fallout. So I was thinking to honor the alien, the fallen alien, literally fallen out of the fridge alien in the Fallout TV show. I thought that was hilarious that they were like, oh my god. And they opened up that fridge and they like threw the alien on the floor and they're like, a working icebox. Oh my god, they didn't give shit about the alien. And they loved it. I don't remember what I was doing. I haven't played Fallout. I took a little Fallout break over Christmas since I did the Christmas Light episode. So yeah, back to Fallout this week. I watched a show with my sister yesterday. Episode 3? That was fun. Oh yeah, we're in the Institute. Okie dokie. I want to do the alien things. So yeah, there's, if I didn't do it already, maybe I didn't. Shit. Well, otherwise, what do we want to do tonight? Oh, we should do the dance stuff. Yeah, sorry, Imaging Cabot. You're stuck in your liminal space forever. Yeah, I must have already done the alien weapons thing. That's fine. Oh, yeah, I was gonna look up where the alien crash was. 'Cause I forget. Crash. Fallout. It's near Oberlin Station, southeast of Beantown Brewery. Okay, where's Oberlin Station? Beantown Brewery. Southeast. So, like here? So, we'll go east from Oberlin, I guess? Okay. Let's go find ourselves an alien. Maybe they... Oh, so... I think I complained about it before that I tried to take the alien corpse and put it in a display case, but it disappeared. Maybe it's my... Oh no, wait, it's in New Vegas. I don't think I would have taken the alien all the way to New Vegas from the Commonwealth. I was gonna say, maybe it's my alien. Well... Okie dokie. It's here somewhere. I don't remember it being close to the water. So there should be smoke. Smoke on a pancake. Well, southeast of Beantown Brewery, so. Should be here somewhere. I usually do this at nighttime, which makes it more difficult. Like to find the blood and stuff. The blood. I got XP for something. For standing here. Looking hot. I'm gonna scooch over a little. Lately I've been playing at nighttime to have... Oh, what is happening over there? Oh. Alexa, Simon, oh, and Stash. Who the fuck are these people?
Look at all the blood.
So, what's your deal?
Excuse me.
Hope you're packing caps.
Why here?
What are you guys doing out here?
Working. Gotta earn those caps, right? Jet don't pay for itself.
You look like you could use a little pick-me-up.
Oh, it's
Am
the
I
drug
right?
lady. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Stash, your friendly traveling chems dealer. I don't mind the crew. They're just overprotective.
Stash.
Stash? How'd you get that name?
Parents on chems.
Probably
but hey,
drugs.
it suits me. So, what'll it be? Take a look.
Self-fulfilling prophecy of a name, huh? Depends.
Depends on what you're selling.
Whatever you need to put that extra oomph in your day.
Nuka-Cola?
Let's see what you got.
Exactly what you need.
Deacon and Nick being romanceable. Okay. Anyways, fuck. I feel. Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say I feel like I'm quiet, but then I was not quiet, so scratch that. Although, like, I guess if I yell, I'm sounding quiet. I didn't even yell, but like, yeah, it wouldn't be quiet. Anyways, okay. It's a great start. Okay. Where's the other guy? Why do they all have names? Like,
Hey,
No funny business.
there's also like Alexa. There she is. Why are you just standing over here away from
Hey
your
there.
friends?
Back off.
You're
quit
paranoid.
being so paranoid.
Hey, this paranoia's what keeps us alive.
Now, if you piss me off and I shoot you, nah, you're not worth it, Alexa. Anyways, I'm probably never gonna see those people ever again. Oh yeah, I'm looking for aliens. Okay, so that's Beantown Brewery, right? So southeast. Let's check out what's in here.
Look, unless you want.
Okay, if I want to get irradiated, Deacon, I can do what I want.
That's it.
You wouldn't understand. It's a pre-war thing. Lead pipe. Okay, I guess that's good. I just wanted to annoy Deacon mostly. Okay, that's what drugs are for, Deacon. Laziness. Okay. So where does this crash? Huh? Am I over encumbered? Annoying. Because I picked up that pipe. Sorry, my plosive sounded extra plosive-y. No, I was over encumbered before that. Okay, Deacon. I need to carry stuff.
Hey,
What's the word?
Excuse me.
What's mine is yours, pal.
Okay. Betrayer. What do I have that makes me stronger? Probably nothing. Ugh. I need to make some donuts. I don't want to take drugs. He doesn't like that. Excuse me, sorry, I just ate lunch. My body's all angry with me because it's not chocolate or cheese or chips. Man, I've eaten so much garbage over the holidays. Ugh, there's oil in that. I shouldn't have dropped that. Whatever, I'm not picking it up again because I have pride. Let's just drop the microscope. Where is this alien? Well, I don't think it would be here because this is too close to like buildings and stuff. Are you my friend? Are you, yeah. That sounded terrible. I really wish you could sell stuff to the traveling ones because it would be really nice if I could just sell all my things now and not be over encumbered. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's not here unless it's here. I don't think so. Well, whatever. I got high ground. I can look around a little. Oh my. Okay. Maybe let's not wake that up. Sorry, my palm is itchy. Okay, that's not here. So, southeast. Oh, those people are just gonna stand there forever, I guess. Okay. was that? Okay, Boomtown. Beantown, not Boomtown. Brewery. Southeast. Well, that's water. Oh, is that it? Yes. It's alien time. Load. Okay, well, let's look at this spaceship. Cool. Some more cinematic if I get some. Yeah, there you go. Oh, wait, yeah, duh. If my gun's not out, I don't have to take that out. It's making my life easier. Okay. Alien crash site. Okay. Okay, so we gotta follow the blood. What the fuck? Oh, it's Deacon. Jeez, creepy. Creepy Deacon. Hiding behind trees, alarming me. There you go. And the first time I was trying to follow that blood was so difficult for some reason. Now I feel dumb. Because it's like literally right there. Sneaky. Sneaky. That's what I kind of want. Oh, I want to take a screenshot. Okay, I'm about to die. Oh, fuck. You know what? I should save it because I don't want to find this pussy.
I'd go whole days without mentioning a bunch of them. Honest.
Come on, flip over. Yeah, I dragged him all the way
I'm thinking
to a
next time I
settlement.
go to town, I'll dress up as a Mr. Handy. If I pull that off, I'll
Ew, Buster.
be a legend. You could always use some more ammo.
Go. Deacon, I'm trying to take a picture. Come on, man. Dude. In character energy, huh? I'm just kidding. Okay, let's turn that off. I don't think there's really anything else here. Okay, hold on. Well, I apologize if that was noticeably bad. Okay. I need to trust myself more, man. Let's get out of here. So yeah, I tried to play Fallout 3 the other day with my PlayStation 3 that my sister lent me. Because my new copy of New Vegas is stuck in my PS3 that won't turn on. Well, it turns on and then immediately turns off again. Yeah, and apparently you can't use it with a capture card. You need some like weird thing because it like blocks you being able to plug it into something. I don't know. It's just, it's so annoying. Like, I don't know why everything has to be so hard. I finally thought I wrap my head around all this, and it's like, no, it blocks whatever signals, so you need an adapter. And it's like, come on, man. Like, I just want to play Fallout. What do we want to do? Gotta do something fun. Yeah, you know what? Let's go get Dan's and start the Brotherhood stuff. College score. So yeah, we'll do the Brotherhood stuff. Just, yeah, kind of Fallout show themed.
Steel base is up ahead. Police station.
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm here, Deacon. But thanks, I guess. Alright. Hey, Downs.
Cavalry's arrived.
Yeah.
And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
So yeah, we'll go on the Prydwyn and see, like, I'm pretty sure that it looked like exactly the same as the one in the show. The cavalry?
Why did the Brotherhood send it here?
We call our ship the Prydwyn. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Who's Elder Maxon? So, okay, for any non-Fallout lore people, the Maxon they talked about in the show, what was his name, Roger Maxon or something? So he's the first Maxon, and he's the one who split off from the Brotherhood, from the Enclave and started the Brotherhood because of all the FEV virus stuff. So they didn't really talk about it, but he found out they were, like, making super mutants and stuff, and that's why he, like, got mad and, like, killed everybody. So, yeah, so this isn't the same Maxon as that, because that was, like, 200 years ago. The Elder Maxon in this game is a kid in Fallout 3. So yeah, anyways. Who's Elder Maxon?
Who's Elder Maxon?
He's a piece of work, is what he is.
Maxon is the commander of this division of the Brotherhood of Steel. He's the model of what every Brotherhood soldier hopes to become. If we're going to war, I can promise you that he'll be leading the charge. That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwyn up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I'm doing this during the daytime for once too.
Bring that artifact back here as soon as possible.
They hide in plain
We
sight.
wouldn't want
So
it
yeah, and
falling
there's
into the
more
wrong
people here
hands.
now because the Prydwyns arrived.
Scribe Halen.
We still have so much to learn about the mistakes we
So
made
yeah,
in the
they all
past.
got here
Gotta prevent us from
after
By Elder Maxon's order,
I killed
all
Kellogg.
forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
Oh, I should have dropped off my stuff first. Well, whatever, we're going on a helicopter. You're gonna have to hear me going for a little while. But we're gonna go for a helicopter ride, so it should be fun. Oh yeah, so this is my first Fallout video with my new mic boom arm that I got for Christmas. And I didn't cut my hair, my sister cut my hair. So I also don't have my comb over. So yeah.
That minigun
New
is
year,
loaded
new me.
and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the local.
I don't really do anything with my hair, so it's nice when I've got layers because it just does stuff on its own, and that's good enough.
The Commonwealth looks different from up here,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive.
So yeah, the Brotherhood on the TV show is very culty and like very different from the Commonwealth Brotherhood. Like they're more.
Everyone down there believed in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory.
I was gonna say they're more militaristic and like strict.
We're
Where
on final
like
approach to the airport. The Prydwyn should be coming into view just ahead. They'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions.
the Brotherhood groups. Okay, what? My game keeps like freezing. I can't move. This has never happened to me before. Wow. It just works. I think it crashed. I can't even pause. Okay. Well, there's Bunker Hill. Got a nice view of that. I'm just gonna close it. I was gonna wait and see if we just land, but that's not really fun for you guys to watch. But yeah, what I was gonna say, the Brotherhood, I don't know if you call that factions, like the different Brotherhood groups that they summoned to avoid giving the cold fusion thing to the Commonwealth Brotherhood. They were like just fancy raiders. Like that was just silly. I feel like a lot of the character development that was done last season, like even though I'm really enjoying the show, I feel like what's her name, Lucy? I feel like she got a lot colder by the end of the season, and then she's starting the season again, like being all kind of like, you know, okie dokie again. But I guess that's fine.
If I were a sniper, I'd be there or there.
That minigun in front of you, loaded and ready to fire.
And Maximus, I felt like
Hostile during the flight.
he was ready to leave
I
almost,
suggest you
but
put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting.
I guess when
We
you
don't want to have any
haven't had
mishaps and
parents
fire
your
on the
whole
local.
life and you get kind of a parental figure, it kind of blinds you a little bit. Like, you know, and it's different. They called the you know, what would be the elder of their faction
Different from up here. doesn't it?
Lord
It never ceases to amaze
and not
me
elder
how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes
or
from the air.
whatever.
We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive.
Am I hearing rockets being fired upon me? So hopefully this doesn't freeze again. I've been really lucky since the update that I haven't had problems, but
But they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwyn should be coming into view just ahead. We'll
the
be
first
meeting
time I
Lancer
played this,
Captain
I
Kells on the flight deck.
sided with the
Just stick
Brotherhood.
close to me and answer all of his questions.
But I was fresh off of Fallout 3 and the Brotherhood. Oh yeah, I need to do that. Gotta help them with their ship. Yeah, in Fallout 3, the Brotherhood were kind of like the good guys, so I didn't really think too much about siding with them. But yeah, they're actually kind of terrible. And I don't want to kill all the other, like, factions. Like the Railroad. They make you murder everybody in the Railroad if you want to continue their missions. I usually get to, like, Dance's personal mission, and then I kind of stop siding with the Brotherhood and just do a Minuteman ending.
This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
And yeah, pretty much the reason I don't side with the Brotherhood is the same reason that Maximus turned on that Brotherhood guy from the Commonwealth. Because they just hate ghouls and so much. Like, I don't think you need to kill ghouls that aren't feral. You know? Like, they're just people.
You ever just sort of
Oops.
feel sorry for the poor bastards that fight us? They don't stand a chance.
I'm surprised he doesn't put on, like, a Brotherhood outfit when we're here. Like, he tries to blend in everywhere else.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I field promoted her to Initiate, and I'd like to sponsor her entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwyn and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Dance has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
It looks like that, scribe is, tightening Deacon's feet bolts or something. Oh no, he's just floating. That's fun. Deacon. You shouldn't stand on people while they're working. Soldier's appearance?
Then what's a soldier supposed to look like?
A soldier is supposed to be an efficient killing machine.
Jeez, Deacon.
Not a relic from the past playing catch-up with the rest of the world. If Dance hadn't stepped in and vouched for you, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Accepting outsiders like yourself has proven disastrous in the past. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
What mission?
What exactly is your mission here?
I'm not at liberty to say. Elder Maxon will be addressing the crew shortly, and I'm certain all of your questions will be answered. Now, was there anything else? Or was everything I said understood?
Not even a hint.
Not even a hint? Come on, I deserve it.
Look, all I can tell you is that we're here directly in response to the data that Dance's recon team provided us. Beyond that, you'll just have to wait until Elder Maxon addresses the crew. Now dispense with the questions. It's time to get to work. Understood? That's all for now, soldier.
Yeah,
Your
these guys
orders
a
are to
lot more
proceed to the
professional.
command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Elder Maxon?
Can you tell me anything about Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxon is the supreme commander of the Brotherhood. Without his tenacity and his vision, we'd still be a small group of complacent stragglers, occupying the Citadel in the capital wasteland. In a mere decade, he's grown the Brotherhood of Steel into a major military force. He's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything else?
Power armor?
Yeah, where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxon grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else?
Oh yeah, it's Elder Lyons in Fallout 3.
What are my
Not
orders?
Maxon.
Your orders are to proceed
Anyways,
to
it's not
Elder
Sam
Maxon's
Maxon.
address,
It's the show
after
they're
which he
talking
wishes
about.
to speak with you. Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Yeah, because Lyons Brad. It's too bad, like, it would have been nice if she had stayed, Elder. Apparently she became Elder for a little while. But then she died, like, on a mission. Yeah, whatever.
You might want to focus on the valuable salvage. You'll break your back carrying
Oh,
worthless
okay, turned
crap.
around. Yes, all my stuff. ASAP. Okay, wait, what do I'm wearing my... Yeah, that's fine. My vault suit.
Brothers
It's just
and
like,
sisters,
might be awkward
the
if I
road
dress like a
behind has
man.
been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our beneath the Commonwealth. There is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute's scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom,
Pretty sure they don't
if
have
it isn't
free will.
harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam!
I can't believe super mutants were human once. How could science have gone so wrong?
Hey, excuse me.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
Preparing for war.
Care about them? I thought we were preparing for war.
The Brotherhood is here to prevent a war by starting one of our own. The difference is, our war won't reduce civilization to ashes.
What do you want?
What do you want from me?
I want you to start taking responsibility for this planet. To start making a difference. And from what I've read in Paladin Dance's reports, you've already begun that journey. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwyn and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwyn, soldier. Make us proud.
You can now use the workshop at the airport. Okay, so let's go sell our stuff and meet everybody.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on.
She's just
Congratulations
looking
on the
busy.
promotion night.
When it comes to keeping the Prydwyn running, Proctor Ingram is the best.
I'll administer your exam after you've checked in with Dance and Elder Maxon.
Oh.
So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder
It's
Maxon?
not even looking at me. There you are. Maxon's age.
Maxon seems so young. compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxon's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
Your confidence in Maxon?
Why are you so confident in his abilities?
A decade ago, the Brotherhood had almost gone completely astray. The Elder before Maxon sent us down a path that was leading nowhere. He was more concerned about charity than the preservation of technology. But when Maxon took over, he single-handedly reprioritized the Brotherhood from the ground up and put us back on the path to glory. This ship and its crew are a testament to his leadership.
He's dedicated.
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up,
yeah, it seemed like people had to work for it a lot harder on the show. My sponsor?
So, what's all this about you being my sponsor?
Elder Maxon is understandably particular when it comes to new recruits.
Matches my headset.
He believes in order to keep the Brotherhood strong, we have to bond as brothers. As your sponsor, it's my duty to travel with you throughout the Commonwealth to ensure that our ideals are being observed. That's why I'm so concerned about your performance in the field.
Won't let you down.
I won't let you down,
I
Dance.
don't like scrutiny.
I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute.
I've done it before.
But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Come along now?
Do you need to come with me now?
It might help if I tagged along with you. On the other hand, you might want to make your first impression without a paladin standing over your shoulder.
No.
It's up to you.
Doesn't really make any difference. Let's go.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
You can go back to the railroad.
We should stock up on supplies before we begin our next mission.
I should stock off on supplies. Okay.
There. Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it...
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick
really
your way through a mire work. Got it.
There it is.
No.
Thanks, brother. I owe you.
I wish that you could have Dan's come out of his power armor.
So you're the new knight I heard about. Glad to have you on the team.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Not what I was expecting.
Expecting?
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Prydwyn's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Power armor.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
Seem to be getting around well.
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose it's better than the alternative. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Oh, let's sell our stuff first.
I'd gladly lay down my life if it keeps humanity from repeating the apocalypse.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Cage?
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
Buy them?
Wait, buy them? Since when does the military sell equipment to its own soldiers?
Since someone dropped a whole bunch of bombs and blew up every single factory that manufactured weapons and ammunition. Keeping the Brotherhood supplied takes caps, and everyone contributes to the cause. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
So, I don't want to do the extra work, but I'm gonna ask about it.
What sort of extra work are we talking about?
Oh, no. It's nothing like you're thinking.
It
just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms.
Demanding food
and since I'm stuck up here manning
them.
this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
I hope you'll send
Proctor Tegan.
Remember, come find me when you're done meeting the rest of the crew.
Will you take my things?
Hey.
You point.
Yes. Good. I have 96 caps. Jesus.
Point. I shoot.
I heard that Elder Maxon got that scar on his face by going one-on-one with a Deathclaw.
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just, what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good.
I'm hoping I got one with the laser.
Firing.
All right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks, Initiate.
Sure. Anytime.
God, they always walk right at me.
Thank God.
Why are you bothering with that junk?
In my
Because
experience,
I need to build
hot
things.
shots and big
Damn
mouths
it.
end up with closed casket funerals.
Fusion core.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
Personal log entry 142. I can sum up living on the Prydwyn in 4 words. I miss field assignments. Don't get me wrong, the research we're doing is exciting stuff, but life on this ship is a nightmare. I'm trapped in this metal tube 18 hours a day. I still can't decide who smells worse, the soldiers or the mole rats. And what passes for conversation among the grunts makes mutants seem scholarly. I'm gonna speak to Proctor Quinlan. Field scribes cannot have it this bad.
Outgoing mail 9. Karen, I really miss you, baby. I hope you're safe out there. Remember to keep the doors locked at night and the shotgun I gave you loaded at all times. Don't trust anyone unless you know them, and even then keep an eye on everything they do. I don't know how long this tour will last, but I promise to come home safe. Love you. 11. Opened with moving your king's pawn 2 spaces, eh? Smart move. Try to control the center of the board and free up the queen and one of your bishops. I bet you think I'm gonna mirror your move, but guess what? I'm gonna move my queen's pawn 2 spaces so I can teach you a little something called the French defense. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of this game. Hey Mom, they're letting me send out a message before we initiate radio silence. I'm working with a pretty decent officer, a guy named Kells. He treats us well as long as we do what we're told. Working with the Brotherhood has been an amazing experience so far. It's nice to finally be making a difference in this messed up world. Gotta go now, Mom. Say hi to Daniel for me. Chalk up 2 more dead ferals. That makes a total of 17 since I've been out here. You wouldn't believe how easy they go down when you hit them with the laser rifle. It slices right through the ugly things like butter. When I get back from this tour, I'm going to take you feral hunting. Trust me, you'll love it. For now, you'll just have to stick to hunting the local mole rats with your zip gun. I hope this message gets to the right person. My name is Knight Boda, and I served with your son, Initiate Arlen. I'm sorry to inform you that Arlen was shot and killed during one of our field training operations. I wanted you to know he died a brave death, saving the life of 3 other initiates in the process. There's nothing I can say that will soften the blow of losing a child, but I wanted you to know that it was an honor to fight at Arlen's side. You should be proud of the sacrifice he made for the sake of his country. I've sent his personal belongings back to the Citadel. You have my deepest condolences for your loss. It's not marked as owned for some reason. Although I guess the lock would kind of be a hint that it's owned. Okay, why is this so difficult?
Sweet.
Oh, my favorite. Flamer fuel.
You haven't lived until you tipped a ramen with a vertebrate. Now that's a challenge.
Excuse me.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator?
I can guess.
Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bugs?
All right. Just don't tell Ingram, okay?
Fine. But there's a reason food's not allowed near the instrumentation.
Maxim was right.
You know, before getting shipped to the Commonwealth, I thought Elder Lyons still had some good points. The Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland, they were about helping. But this assignment, it's opened my eyes. On the flight here, we passed city after city, buildings taller than I've ever seen. Some that nearly clipped the Prydwyn. And who uses them now? Mutants. Freaks. Seeing all that destruction, tens of millions dead, brought on by technology run amok, it made it so clear. Elder Maxon is right. The wasteland needs to be cleansed, and we're the ones to do it.
Psychotic. All recovered technology must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation. Anyone found in possession of undocumented technologies will be subject to inquiry and punishment. Scrub Naraya's mole rat subjects are not pets. They are crucial military resources. As such, they are not to be fed by any personnel save Scribe Naraya and her team. Any violation of this policy will result in severe disciplinary action. Due to increased raider activity, all leave requests to go off-base sites have been temporarily suspended. Affected parties will have their leave compensated the next available opportunity. This is a notice to all personnel. Please think of your brothers and sisters down below. Thoroughly secure all gear while on the flight deck. Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation should report to Night Captain Cade immediately to schedule an examination. I'll get right on
Nothing
that.
to report right now, Knight. Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood.
If you see or hear anything suspicious, it is your duty to report it immediately. We live in enemy territory now. Your vigilance could mean the difference between life and death. Understood?
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Good.
Don't push me.
Ad Victorium, Squires.
Ad Victorium! Ad Victorium!
Dismissed.
There. That should hold.
Thank you, sister.
You know, we wouldn't have to worry about them getting out if they weren't on the ship.
Your concerns are noted, Scribe. Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you.
With your reconnoiter of the Institute complete, we finally
I love
have
that
first-hand
word,
knowledge
reconnoiter.
about their facility.
Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you're injured.
Are these yours?
Are all these creatures yours?
Well, they're an important part of my research, if that's what you mean. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
This sounds complicated. That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Well, it's only a theory so far. You see, the ionizing radiation left behind by the Great War kills because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, after several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
Short period of time?
Why alter it for a short period of time? Why not do it permanently?
Attempting to alter the genetic code permanently? That's too close to what happened with FEV and Spawn, the super mutant. I'm not willing to take a chance like that. I wish I could show you a sample of the compound, but unfortunately I've hit a stumbling block preventing me from synthesizing a sample. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
Getting blood?
Will I get some of that new compound you're developing?
If I make a breakthrough, you'll be the first person I give it to. After I've tested it on myself, of course. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
Yeah, there's a super mutant. There's
Hesitating to
undies.
pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
There's a synth. Carrots for me. Some Nern root. Otherwise known as experimental plant.
The Institute giving machines free will? My programming says that's monstrous.
Excuse me, Squire.
I'm pretty excited. Tomorrow, I'm gonna learn how to cauterize a bleeding wound.
That's exciting. So how else? Yeah, so I have to go down. Quinlan and Cade, right? That's how I have to meet. Oh, too far down.
Just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out.
I can't yet, apparently.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier.
I
Are
was
you
here
ready for your
earlier.
medical exam?
Medical
What
exam?
kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat to the crew. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Before the war.
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What?
Typical doctor not reading your chart before they talk to
You
you.
were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Diseases?
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams to stumble across contaminated environments or disease-carrying creatures. We don't want a single crewman infecting the entire ship. Anyway, this exam is about you, so have you had or come in contact with anyone carrying a communicable disease?
No.
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Not yet.
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many Wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the Wasteland, I'll assume your answer
so
is
no.
Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Morals question.
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important as the physical. Anyone that hesitates firing in combat due to misguided moral standards certainly isn't Brotherhood material. So what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
Only to defend myself.
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Let's talk to Proctor Tegan. I bet he has some excellent mods for our power armor.
Hold on, I'm snooping.
Medical report. Knight Captain Cade reported.
It's stealing.
I've been working closely with Scribe Naraya, examining some of the synth bodies that our recon teams have recovered. Even though we have yet to recover the synths that appear completely human, these lesser models are still astoundingly advanced. What's becoming apparent is that the Institute is the most technologically gifted enemy we've ever encountered, and therefore exceedingly dangerous. I've turned over all of my data to Lancer Captain Kells, along with my recommendations for developing effective countermeasures for these synths. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much it will help, given the fact that the real enemy are the synths that could be hiding among us.
Among us. Medical files. Medical file DN407P. Treated. Paladin Dance. Patient symptoms include inability to sleep and a dull throbbing pain in head. All standard tests are negative. Evidence suggests post-traumatic stress disorder or similar issue. Until severity of issue increases, recommend voluntary removal from active duty. Patient was informed but is currently in the field. Wow, okay. Ongoing. Proctor Ingram. Patient is complaining of phantom pain from limb loss. Previously prescribed painkiller and Stimpack mixture appears ineffective. Dosage has been increased to 300 milligrams a day, which is maximum allowable to remain duty capable. Patient also describes nightmares of limb loss incident, which is not unusual considering the level of trauma. We'll continue to monitor. Treated. Proctor Tegan. Patient slipped and fell due to intoxication, causing minor laceration on forehead and contusion to upper chest. Applied Stimpack and recommended a minimum 8-hour bed rest. This is third intoxication-related medical incident for patient, so I ordered treatment program to begin as per regulations. Night Sergeant Merrick. Patient returned from patrol with critical injuries from exposure to nuclear warhead detonation. Wow. Injuries: left arm and left leg missing, severe internal trauma. Left hemisphere of head severely burned and acute radiation poisoning. Attempted emergency surgery, but patient died after 3 hours. Patient's remains were incinerated as per regulations. Traded. Engineering scribe Osridge. Patient suffering from discoloration, rash, pustules, and radioactive residue in groin area. Symptoms consistent with sexually transmitted disease from ghoul species. Patient treated and report has been sent to Proctor Ingram as per regulations. I never got that from Hancock. Maxon. Elder Maxon to Knight Captain Cade. As we undertake our urgent mission in the Commonwealth, I feel that the mental well-being of the crew should remain a top priority for your department. I'm well aware that being sequestered aboard this vessel can take its toll. If you observe any issues relating to the stresses that these lengthy missions can cause, I want you to treat it as though a legitimate illness is being reported. If we have any hope of defeating the Institute, we cannot afford to lose even a single soldier to mental instability. From Elder Maxon to Cade. I've received your concerns about Proctor Ingram's conditions, but I can assure you she is more than capable of handling herself. She has already proven to be an extremely valuable member of his crew, and I will not place her on mandatory leave until you've proven to me that she's physically incapable of handling her duties. Tegan. Our latest sweep and retrieve patrol came back with some medical supplies. If you have some extra time, head down to the cage and let me know what you want. If there's anything you don't need, I'll use it for trading. We're running a bit low on ammunition supplies, and these medical supplies are as good as caps with the locals. Kells. I've finished reading your medical report on Knight Sergeant Merrick. The fact that he managed to survive long enough to reach the Prydwyn and deliver his report is absolutely incredible. The sacrifice that he made for the sake of the mission is a testament to his dedication and loyalty. We'll be holding a memorial service on the ship's forecastle at sunset this evening. I sincerely hope you'll be able to attend. Wow. My brain shut down for a sec there. B. Okay. So let's go meet Quinlan. Hello, Poos. What's your name again? Emmett.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
Books?
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Whatever suits you.
Whatever suits you.
Expanding the technological knowledge of the Brotherhood is what suits me. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Just to bother you. Meeting the crew.
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew. You were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Technical documentation?
What type of technical documentation are you looking for?
The Brotherhood is primarily interested in collecting information that might assist us with our current mission. Medical records, science journals, weapon schematics. If it contains any type of useful data, we need to get our hands on it.
Research patrols?
What exactly is a research patrol?
Simply put, we send a small two-man team to scout a location and evaluate its technical and historical relevance. Saves us from sending an entire retrieval team to a worthless location.
I could help.
Maybe I could lend a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Okay, we met everybody. Do you got anything to say?
Yes.
Your thoughts?
I've served on this vessel for years. It's the only home I know.
That was it.
Affirmative.
Okay, let's go meet with Elder Maxon. Oh, what was that? Nothing important. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, wait. Wait. Wasn't there a holotape somewhere here?
Knight, you have...
Shush. Yes, there it is. Quinlan to be deleted.
Damn it, Scribe. I told you I didn't want the corners bent. The issues were to be in mint condition.
I'm sorry, Proctor, but this is the only limited edition annual we've recovered. Even before the bombs fell, this was the rarest issue. The one where Grognak dies and comes back to life.
Yes, Scribe. I've read the 2076 underlane price guide from cover to cover, so I'm well aware of its past value. The fault for this travesty rests squarely on your shoulders, because you chose to ignore the important lesson I taught you. Which is...
always bag and board. I'm sorry, sir. You're absolutely right. And I promise it will never... sir? What's that red blinking light on your terminal?
What? Oh, damn it all! I left it in record mode. Just let me...
Recon data listings. Argertown. Logged by Proctor Quinlan. Former retail location, very likely to contain useful scrap or raw materials. Raiders last seen inhabiting location. Proceed with caution. Raiders may be stockpiling ammunition or weapons as well. Suggest all sweep and retrieve teams recover what they can. Hold on a sec. What that was. Vault-Tec, Vault 75. Vault-Tec constructed vault in the basement of Malden Middle School. Data suggests Vault was created to experiment on children, but purpose has been struck from all records. We'd like to retrieve as much data as possible from location, as well as any technological artifacts that were left behind. Robotic disposal ground. Junkyard littered with remains of pre-war robots. Scouting patrol reported a possible military-grade sentry bot that looks serviceable. Location likely to contain spare parts or electronic materials. BADTFL Regional Office. Facility was former location for Bureau of Alcohol, Drugs, Tobacco, Firearms, and Lasers. Data suggests evidence lockers on site may still contain viable weapons or other useful equipment. Warning: scouting units have observed raiders operating in the area. General Atomics Factory. Factory was designed for the manufacture and repair of Miss Nanny robots. Site likely to contain technological artifacts and/or documentation as well as spare parts Proctor Ingram might find useful. The chance for automated security at this location is high, so proceed with caution. Prydwyn, internal mail. Maxon. After we arrive in the Commonwealth, I want you to begin organizing sweep and retrieve teams. Take as many men as you need and coordinate with the duty rosters with Lancer Captain Kels. I want as much information about these energy readings from Danza's team as you can find. We could be on the brink of discovering the location of the Institute, so this needs to be your top priority. Maxon again. Proctor Ingram is requesting any information that will assist her reconstruction efforts. I've passed along your gantry designs to Kills, and we're both confident that it will be completed by the time her project is ready. We have a lot of resources riding on the success of Ingram's mission, so I expect you to help her in any way that you can. Ingram. I've sent over the proper forms to requisition 2 more scribes, and you denied them? I don't need you slowing me down on this, Quinlan. Maxon keeps hounding me for results, but getting anything done with this project has been like trying to field strip a laser rifle without using your hands. I need all the help I can get, and if that means taking a few troops away from your scouting missions, I'm afraid you'll just have to make do. Now sign the damn forms and let me do my job. The Rise of Elder Maxon. Opening notes. These entries are my attempt at writing a timeline documenting Elder Maxon's rise within the ranks of the Brotherhood. It's my sincerest wish that these entries will one day be compiled in a classic printed book format and distributed throughout the wasteland. Propaganda. Long live Elder Maxon and long live the Brotherhood. Background. Despite the defeat of the Enclave in the capital wasteland, the Brotherhood of Steel was still an organization divided. The Outcasts, a splinter faction that left the safety of the Citadel, still struggled to survive in the capital wasteland, separated from their parent organization. And while some of the Brotherhood members within the Citadel had no desire to reunite with their disgraced brothers, many saw the advantage in bolstering their own forces with warriors already trained and indoctrinated, keyword indoctrinated, by the Brotherhood of Steel. Surely they could work out any philosophical issues. Enter Maxon. Enter Arthur Maxon, young squire to both Owen and Sarah Lyons, and descendant of the very founder of the Brotherhood of Steel, Roger Maxon. When Elder Owen Lyons died, care of young Arthur Maxon passed to Sarah Lyons, Owen's daughter, who was then named Elder in his place. But when Sarah fell in battle shortly thereafter, things became complicated. The Brotherhood of Steel, based in the Citadel, found itself in need of leadership and began appointing one ineffective elder after another. As the years passed and Arthur Maxon grew, so too did his accomplishments. At age 12, while on a training patrol, he killed 2 raiders and saved the squad that was supposed to be escorting him. At age 13, he single-handedly killed a Deathclaw and gained the large facial scar he still has to this day. But it was his victory at age 15 over the super mutant Shepard, who was attempting to reorganize the capital wasteland super mutants, that elevated him to hero-like status. When word of this feat reached the elders back on the West Coast, they knew the time had come. Maxon was ready. Ready to lead, and more importantly, to reunite the fragmented Brotherhood of Steel forces on the East Coast. Our new leader. So it was that a year later, when he was only 16 years old, Arthur Maxon brokered a peace with the Outcasts, reintegrating them into the Brotherhood of Steel and proving he was as effective a diplomat as he was a warrior. Now reunited, the full force of the Brotherhood of Steel appointed Arthur Maxon as Elder, the youngest in Brotherhood of Steel history. Aftermath. Elder Maxon reigns supreme in the capital wasteland, and his authority and influence have been spreading across the eastern seaboard, thanks in no small part by the mobility afforded by the Prydwyn. He has the full support of the elders back on the West Coast, who have proudly reported that they've begun eradicating cults that have popped up, worshipping Maxon as though he's some kind of god. Maxon himself is almost offended by the idea of being referred to as a deity, as it goes against everything he believes in. Arthur Maxon is happy to be one thing, the perfect human specimen. An example of everything a human being can achieve. Assisted, even enhanced by advanced technology, but still very much human. Jesus Christ. So yeah. That's the Brotherhood, everybody. I don't think I can open
Have
these
you ever
doors
fired
yet.
a minigun? Chews through ferrules like paper.
Comfy pillow. Captain Kell's terminal. Maxon. Captain, I need you to prepare the Prydwyn for departure. Archivist Knox has completed the analysis of the energy readings we received from Paladin Dance's recon team and has concluded that they're being produced by the Institute. Knox is certain that the energy readings can only be produced by artificial means and only with an extremely advanced level of technology. Judging from the frequency of these readings, we both agree that some type of device or weapon is being deployed by the Institute, which means we need to head to the Commonwealth as soon as possible. I'm not certain what type of ploy the Institute is attempting to unleash upon the world, but I'll be damned if I'm going to stand by idly and let it happen. Ingram. All stations are reporting green, and all personnel are aboard the Prydwyn. I've gone over her from the bow to the stern, and she is ready to depart. With all due respect, it would be helpful if you could let me know exactly where we're headed. It's difficult preparing this vessel properly, not knowing what type of environments we'll be flying her through. I am well aware that we're pointed north, but just how far are we going, and what can we expect when we get there, Captain? Cade. As requested, I've sent over my evaluation of Proctor Ingram's capabilities in the field. In my professional opinion, Ingram is fully capable of handling field operations and would benefit any team fortunate enough to have her with them. Before the Prydwyn left the capital wasteland, I spent 6 months helping her design the power armor frame she's using to enhance her mobility. She's trained in the armor rigorously and is fully qualified, actually more qualified to be placed with our ground troops. I've been treating wounded soldiers for almost 2 decades, and I've yet to see anyone that can match Ingram's level of commitment and determination. Confining her to the ship would be a waste of resources and a damn shame. Tegan. Now that we've arrived in the Commonwealth, I'd like to establish trade relations with the locals, so this is the extra work he was talking about. I'm going to need a standard sweep and retrieve team and one of our vertibirds in order to make that happen. There are several caravans that roam the Commonwealth, and we'll use the vertibirds to track them. If any of the caravans get jumped, we can swoop in and lend a hand to let them know that we're the friendly eye in the sky. Since you can't normally buy that kind of protection from mercenaries, we'll be certain to get the best prices and values for trades. I've used the same tactic in the capital wasteland, and it worked wonders. Out here, with the threat of the Institute looming over their heads, we'll have these merchants eating out of our hands. Quinlan. After examining technical documentation brought in by one of our patrols, I've identified Fort Strong as a priority target. The location was as an experimental weapons testing facility, and according to their manifests, it should still contain a sizable stockpile of Fat Man shells. According to the patrol, the fort is inhabited by super mutants, so we're in serious jeopardy of losing the stockpile if something isn't done immediately. I don't think I can go in here. Oh no, I can. Okay. Kells, Paladin Hudson. We've picked up some disturbing news regarding a rise in super mutant activity near the Commonwealth, and Paladin Hudson has bravely volunteered to single-handedly investigate. This mission will take the Paladin deep into hostile territory, so he'll need all the support we can provide. I'm having Tegan give Paladin Hudson an ample supply of ammunition and making sure Ingram certifies that his power armor is in peak condition. I'm also allowing Paladin Hudson full use of one of our vertibird gunships, so I'll have one prepped immediately. Once everything is ready, I'll meet you and Paladin Hudson on the flight deck so we can give him a proper send-off. I can't stress to you enough how dangerous this mission will be, so it's imperative that we provide the Paladin with all the support we can muster. Kells, Recon Squad Artemis. As requested, I'm providing you with all of the current information we have on Recon Squad Artemis. According to our records, we sent them into the Commonwealth approximately 3 years ago to perform a standard survey beginning with the Malden area. We received a few reports from the team and then abruptly lost contact. Nothing in their communications indicated anything unusual, so we assume they've either lost the ability to radio us or have been killed. The squad consisted of 7 soldiers under the command of Paladin Brandis, so they certainly had plenty of firepower and the experience required to survive a deep recon mission. I have several recon teams searching for Artemis's whereabouts, but so far they've been unsuccessful. Ingram. Prydwyn concerns. As you know, in order to get the Prydwyn rapidly to the Commonwealth, I had my engineering team pull her older power plant and replace it with an updated fusion plant that we pulled from that aircraft carrier wreckage. I was able to squeeze almost 100% efficiency from the new reactor, but the system is burning through our coolant supply faster than expected. As we've been docked over the airport, I've been able to deactivate the main engines to cool down the reactor, but we're still eating up coolant when we're in hover mode. We're eventually going to hit a point where we'll run out of coolant. If that happens, we'll need to put the Prydwyn on the ground. I desperately need your help if you want to prevent that from happening. I'll be certain to provide you with the details at our next briefing. Cade. Proctor Ingram. As requested, I've sent over my evaluation of Proctor Ingram's capability in the field. In my professional opinion, Ingram is fully capable of handling field operations. I think we read that already. Yes. Tegan, armored jacket. You'll be pleased to know that work on the armored reinforced plating for your jacket is complete, and I'll be more than happy to send up a scribe to retrieve it when you're ready. The plating is fairly strong, but I think you'll appreciate how lightweight the entire jacket will feel once the modification is made. I've stress tested the plating, and it should help you resist different types of energy weapons fire as well as most ballistic threats. After you try it on, let me know if it's comfortable to wear long term or if I need to make any adjustments to the design. Kells, Fort Strong. According to Proctor Quinlan, we have a serious security threat on our hands. There's a sizable stockpile of Fat Man shells being kept nearby at the remains of Fort Strong. More disturbingly, the facility is currently held by a super mutant contingent of unknown size. I'm certain I don't have to remind you that the super mutants are smart enough to utilize the weapons, and that the Prydwyn is well within a Fat Man's launcher range. I urge you to send someone down there immediately to deal with this threat before we end up as targets for their nuclear arsenal. Okay, I think that's everything. I don't think there was any holotapes in here. Plus, most of that stuff is considered stealing. Alright, let's go. It's like 4:30. It's already dark outside. It's so gross. Oh yeah, I have to meet him outside, right? Why am I pulling out my gun? You probably couldn't hear that, but when I opened the door, it sounded like a big fart, but I'm pretty sure it was the ship. It was like brr.
Experienced soldier.
Tighten up a minute. Like that. I'll split the difference. Okay? Do you want to do it? No. I think you've almost got it.
Wow. Backseat, knob turning.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prydwyn's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, sister?
Yes. What's the assignment?
What sort of assignment are we talking about?
The kind of assignment where all of the training you've done finally begins to pay off. Let's get right to it then, shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong, and it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Super mutants?
Super mutants? I thought the enemy was the Institute.
Super mutants are no better than synths. They're a reminder of man's folly when it comes to harnessing technology. Whether it's using biochemistry to manipulate genes, or trying to create life from a bunch of circuits. It's the wrong path for science. As members of the Brotherhood, It's our sworn duty to exterminate these abominations in every form. So, can I count on you to get the job done?
Fat Man shells.
What do these shells do?
The Fat Man launcher is an essential part of the
They
Brotherhood
make men
arsenal.
fat.
It's a miniature nuclear payload.
No kidding.
In a man-portable format. A squad of troops armed with one of these is virtually unstoppable. If you ever have the pleasure of firing one, allow me to give you a word of advice. Don't fire one of them in close quarters. There won't be enough of you to bury in a shoebox. That enough to go on?
Wasted time. Consider it done.
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to
Dance
wait.
love that.
The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Yeah, they're a little too intense for me. I would be honored to murder and kill all those people. You crazy dudes. Okay, let's go sell stuff before we go. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to take all the super loot and stuff. Actually, let's talk to Kells. I think he's down here. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a holotape here too, I think. Yeah, there it is. CIT recon report.
Recon report. Knight Wagner recording. It appears
Now
the
that you've
intel
had a chance
claiming
to
the
roam
old
Prydwyn,
CIT
get
ruins
back here
house
on the
an
double.
entrance to the Institute was incorrect. My scouts and I spent days combing the location for a way in and turned up nothing, other than a couple of minor casualties. When a contingent of synths boxed us into an old tunnel where we were sniffing around. My immediate recommendation would be to follow the trail back on whoever provided that intel. I suspect some wastelander is feeding Proctor Quinlan lies to earn some caps.
Now that you've had a chance to roam the Prydwyn, what do you think, Knight?
Prydwyn name.
Where did the Prydwyn get her name?
Elder Maxon said he took the name from a work of historical fiction. Something about a man who was destined to become a king, and his journey to liberate his people from tyranny and oppression. Seems fitting for such a remarkable ship, wouldn't you say?
She's impressive.
She's very impressive.
Yes. Quite a feat of engineering, isn't she? It took the Brotherhood's sharpest minds over 2 years to design, and more than twice that to build.
Building site?
Where was the Prydwyn constructed?
She was constructed at Adams Air Force Base, just outside of Washington, D.C. There was a vast amount of scrap metal and salvageable components there after we defeated the Enclave. We spent the first 2 years alone gathering the parts. The rest was spent assembling. It was worth the effort. With the Prydwyn in our arsenal, we can mobilize our entire division, sending her anywhere that Elder Maxon wishes her to go. Her presence in the Commonwealth ensures that our mission to defeat the Institute will end in victory.
Other airships?
Did the Brotherhood ever build other airships?
There were less advanced versions of the ship built
There's
on
one
the
on
West
the
Coast
show now.
a long time ago. Historical records about their current status are in dispute, but we're fairly certain that they were destroyed. In any event, I hope your tour of the Prydwyn helped acclimate you to our way of life up here. I think you'll find that the more familiar you become with both her capabilities and her crew, the longer you'll survive as a member of the Brotherhood. You're dismissed, Knight.
Captain Kells?
You have your orders, Knight.
Okay.
We're getting a 3% Z-tilt. Adjusting thrust recommended.
System delta's at 100%.
The Prydwyn is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot. Leaves that memorable ozone smell behind.
Laser weapons in this kind of suck. Like, they were really good in the other games.
What can I get for you today?
Let me see what you have.
Got some choice weapons that just came in.
I not keep all those laser rifles? Guess I sold them. Or laser pistols or whatever they were. Selling all my drugs. That's expensive. So an excited Gatling laser. That's the same as a chest piece. That's kind of crazy. I'll give that shotgun to somebody.
Welcome aboard, sister.
You think the Commonwealth looks bad? You should see the Capital Wasteland.
I have. Thank you. Again, the brr.
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelux scat off my boots.
Don't worry. We'll keep the Prydwyn running.
Alright, let's go to Fort Strong. The cool thing about Fort Strong is you can find all these like cannonballs there. Oh yeah, I have to get to the airship before those idiots practicing shooting exploded. How do I get out of here? Oh my god. Because yeah, there's a bunch of people doing target practice right at the ship. And I had it explode on me before. Stop shooting at us, idiots. That looks like 2 sentry bots or something. It's crazy. I can't bounce when I'm on this thing, so.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights.
to my left and it disappears when I go out. Oh yeah, I'm very hard, so it's probably gonna take a while. This vertebrate's probably gonna explode before I kill this guy. Let's not get that hard kill. Oh, I'm about to die. Yeah, it's really funny. My sister bought my dad like a little Bluetooth radio thing for Christmas. Like I think it's like a JBL one, and he won't stop playing Tina Turner like over and over. And like I like Tina Turner, so I don't really mind. But like hearing it at 7 o'clock in the morning when I'm trying to sleep is kind of annoying. But it's fine. He's having fun. But it's driving my mom crazy. So like. Just Private Dancer and stuff like over and over, and like it's so funny, like her being like, "Stop playing Tina Turner over and over." Cause he's like in his 80s. This is really funny. I love Tina Turner, so I don't mind. But yeah. So when they were playing cards, when I came down here, listening to Tina Turner, of course, and yeah, it's just funny. Fort Strong. I think I'm gonna try to get him into some Shaka Khan just to switch it up for my mother's sanity.
This area seems to be in disarray. Who's there? I wonder if this is recent.
Excuse me.
Something there.
It's me.
Let's play.
I heard something.
Oh, come on! You disappeared.
False alarm. What dang. I thought that was Dan's. Oh, well, that's Dan's. Yes. Oh my god, you're in getting a shot, though. Okay. At least carry stuff for me.
Need something?
Okay. That's good. I saw the gun. I just don't care. Right. Good story, bro.
Face me, you coward!
There's a holotape somewhere here. A desk. Maybe it's not this room.
Wanted to fight?
It's hungry for human. They think humans taste better than Brahmins, in case you can hear that. And then they were like, and better than dogs. Anything tastes better than dogs.
I hear something!
Oh,
go ahead and hide, little bleeder! Damn. Nice. You can't kill us all!
What other guns do I have? I don't want to waste all my 44 ammo. Mutant Slayer. Okay, I should have upgraded that before we came here. That's fine. It's fine. No. What's that? Oh.
Got it.
Oops. That's a bad start. There you go.
Nice.
Fort Strong key.
There we go.
You collected an issue of U.S. Covert Operations Manual, permanently more difficult to detect while sneaking. Who goes there? General Brock's terminal. Yeah. June 20, what was it, 75? As of today, command of Fort Strong is passed to me. I'm looking forward to helping the U.S. Army test some of its experimental weapon systems at our facility. I've already had the men preparing the island for testing operations by tearing down the old barracks and reconstructing a simulated town. Since we'll be fighting the enemy on urban front, I think the best way to test these weapons is by seeing how well they punch through civilian structures. September 2075. We've been testing the new batch of T-51B power armor suits that the Army Corps of Engineers just rolled off the assembly line. I'm impressed with the amount of protection they afford our soldiers, yet allow them a great deal of mobility. I've noticed that these soldiers are still having trouble jumping in these things. Because of the suit's weight, they often tip over in hard landings. I've had the maintenance boys look at it, and they're suggesting adding a gyroscope and shock absorbers to the lower torso. I'll pass it up the chain and see if I can get Washington to spend the extra money it'll cost for the modifications. February 2076. Things are starting to heat up overseas, so Washington is pushing us to cut our project turnaround times in half. I told them that would be dangerous, but it seems like we don't have much of a choice. I've decided to split my staff into Alpha Team and Bravo Team so we can work on 2 projects at the same time. The manpower will be reduced, but I'm convinced that we'll still be able to maintain... Apologies, I ran out of space on my computer. And my recording stopped, so I had to clear some space. And then my iPad was full. I had to clear space. Alpha Team just shipped out the first batch of T-51B suits to the front in China. Reports are already coming in that the suits are performing better than expected, chewing through enemy tanks and armor like they were paper. Word has it that some of the enemy troops are even surrendering when they catch sight of the power armor troops hauling their 5mm miniguns. Looks like Alpha Team has earned themselves a weekend pass in Boston. December. Bravo Team is having a heck of a time getting the M42s not to shoot far enough away from its firing position. The problem is that the warhead is still too heavy to fire the distance required. Our simulated soldiers are still soaking far too many rads and suffering blast burns. One of the technicians has suggested a radical idea of using a conventional depleting subcharge to catapult the round rapidly out of the launcher. His calculations look sound, so I'm going to let him give it a try. September. After a few design setbacks and the loss of one of our testing squads, we finally perfected the M42 launcher's firing mechanism. Washington has been riding me to wrap this project up, but with a weapon this potent, I was inclined to take my time. We've sent the launchers ahead to the supply yard in Mississippi, and we're just waiting for the go-ahead to ship the warheads wherever they need to go. Hopefully we can get those nukes out of here before the month is out. I don't feel comfortable sleeping 20 feet above enough nukes to reduce this island to ash.
Remain vigilant. This place may appear abandoned, but that doesn't mean we should drop our guard.
It's like full of people. Silly Billy. Feather duster? Okay. I still haven't found that holotape. Whiskey. Oh, there it is.
Word came down that the Army just unloaded the first batch of the M42s this morning. I've only seen the specs for these little beauties on paper, so Private Bertram and I snuck down to take an early look. When I heard that the eggheads were designing a man-portable nuke launcher, I thought they were nuts. But they actually got the damn thing to work. And after seeing the real thing sitting right in front of me, I think they could be just enough to tip the balance of this war in our favor. I mean, can you imagine the look on the enemy's face when we get dropped into Anchorage carrying these babies? They won't know what hit them.
Someone there?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What's that? Who's there?
I guess I don't have any. Oh, Jesus. He has a missile launcher.
We've got company.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna throw a grenade because they're not coming.
Maintain your position.
Good work.
Prison combat rifle. If I remember, I'll put a pistol with that. I probably won't, to be honest. Remember any. Okay, excuse me. Get grenaded.
Hostile vaporized.
Vaporized, jeez. Death client. Another death client. Oh, yeah, clip. Yeah, I want that. Okay. That's what I was looking for. Bravo team, testing terminal, I think. Report 1. Things are getting tough around here. Brock has decided to split our men into 2 teams. I drew one of the short straws, so I ended up on the M42 Fat Man launcher team while most of my buddies are sitting pretty upstairs with the T-51B suits. I can't even begin to describe what a ridiculous idea the M42 is. A man-portable mini-nuke thrower that a trooper in the field is supposed to deploy at close range. I've been poring over the schematics, and I have no idea how we're going to get this thing to throw a warhead far enough not to kill the soldier unlucky enough to be stuck with these death traps. We stripped the warhead weight down as much as possible, but I think we're looking at this the wrong way. Instead of trying to reduce the warhead weight, we should try and amp up the power on the thrower itself. I know that means adding weight to an already heavy piece of ordnance, but I don't think we have any choice. One of the guys suggested we try magnetics to push the warhead through like a railgun, but the power pack would need to be the size of a suitcase. I'll keep picking away at this problem and see what I can turn up. We lost 2 good soldiers this morning. They were on the surface testing a MIRV variant of the launcher when one of the warheads misfired and hit the ground right where they were standing. Poor bastards didn't even have a chance. We couldn't even find any remains to send home to their folks, so Brock told us to just fill some cans with sand. I'll tell you, that guy doesn't give a crap about us. He's just worried about the brass back in Washington giving him a hard time. I was in bed last night when I had one of those eureka moments. I went over to the night shift guys in the lab, swept all of their drawings on the floor, and started sketching my idea. They must have thought I'd lost my mind. 6 hours and about 14 cups of coffee later, and I had it all mapped out. We'd use a small subcharge as a launching catalyst to catapult the warhead from the launcher. We'd have plenty of range, and the subcharge could be built into the warhead itself. Brock seemed to like the plan and gave us the go-ahead to prototype the device. I can't wait to try it out. It took the better part of a year and over 100 test firings, but the M42 is ready to be shipped out into the field. I can't believe I spent over a year on this single project. I feel pretty good knowing we're delivering a well-tested weapon to our own guys fighting overseas. Now that it's over, I suppose Brock will move us on to something else, but for now I'm going to spend the rest of the month packing up these warheads to ship off base. Nope, technical document. There's lots of stuff to take.
Yes.
Mini nukes. It's nothing that I can't. Well, I guess they're in pieces, but. Bunch of flares. I never use those. I guess I'll go down the way they want me to. Where's Dad? Oh, did he just stop walking? I do this every time that I just leave him and then I'm like, where'd he go? Wow. Dude.
Dance.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why the hate?
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Armageddon.
How could synths bring about our destruction?
If the synths reached the point where they outnumbered mankind, how long would it take for them to decide we were no longer necessary? They certainly possess the capability to make more of their own kind, so we'd become expendable. And with Institute technology on their side, nothing could stop them, not even the Brotherhood. It's a nightmare scenario almost too terrible to contemplate. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwyn and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Okay. Back to looting. Oh, wait. Was that a working terminal? That wasn't even a terminal. Wasn't even a wasn't even a terminal. Okay, what was I doing? I guess I don't have to go down the right way, because he's not even coming with me. There should be, yeah, there, no, that's not it. I thought there was, at least one more mini nuke just kind of sitting around, but I guess not. I just sell them anyways. It's not a big deal. Let's get out of here. Just making sure I didn't miss any loot. I don't think I went this way. Or did I? I did. Okay. So we'll go back, talk to Elder Maxon, and then I think I'll stop things for the day. Because I think when my video cut out, it looked like I was at about 2 hours or so. So yeah, I thought it'd be fun to start doing the Brotherhood stuff. Like, my sister didn't play the games, and anybody that, you know, just wants to watch somebody play Fallout, you know, after watching a TV show that doesn't necessarily game or something, I thought it'd be cool, like a good time to kind of get some Brotherhood lore up in here. I think it was pretty thorough with the holotapes and stuff. Oh, let's just fast travel back, I guess. Nikki's back at his normal spot now. I need to water my plants. I'm gonna do that right after. Hello.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
Fort Strong aftermath.
So, what happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the
they'd
Fat Man warheads to the
put a bunch of Brotherhood people there.
They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
For the Brotherhood. It wasn't the Institute.
Too bad it wasn't the Institute.
Not to worry, Knight. You'll be dealing with them sooner than you think. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
More grenades?
Where can I get more signal grenades?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are far more complex than a standard smoke grenade. Should you need more, you should acquire them from Proctor Tegan.
Help me fight?
Will the vertibird stay and help me fight?
I'm afraid I can't spare a fully armed gunship for this task. A standard transport will have to suffice. Of course, nothing stopping you from using the door gun while in flight.
I could use caps.
The best weapon for survival out here is a pocket full of caps.
Signal grenades are usually reserved for our paladins. In your case, you should be grateful that I'm making an exception. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood, Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances. The second part of your mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
Dr. Lee?
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
Differences?
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
Dr. Lee?
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
Elder.
You have your assignment, soldier. Move out.
Okay. I think that's good for today. Just want to do this quick. Bodyguards might be fun, but I'm sure YouTube won't like it. Let's do that, I think. Okay. So yeah. That was the Brotherhood and Fallout and an alien. And I'm Glitch Blitch. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. We'll do some more Brotherhood of Steel quests. I'll see you later. Bye.